What up everyone, it's your man X-Man87 here, bringing you another Marvel Legends video. And what I have for you today, we'll be going over the new Marvel Legends reveals from today's Hasbro Pulse fan stream, February 20th, 2024. Lots of new products I'm excited for. So before we get into everything, if you could please leave a thumbs up, like rating on the video. It'll help show your support for my channel and I greatly appreciate it. Now with that said, let's talk about it. First things first, no MCU reveals today. It was all comics, which makes me happy. So MCU fans, you're just going to have to wait your turn. And the only MCU thing I wanted to see really was Deadpool and Wolverine. And if you guys saw my prediction video for the fan stream, one of them was the Deadpool and Wolverine stuff. So while we didn't get it, at least they acknowledged that we are going to get those reveals. I mean, they just want to wait closer towards the movie reveals. And I mean, it was hot off the trailer. They could have showed it, but if they showed it, it probably would just be digital renders. And I'd rather have the product images because it's just easier to judge off and you can't always trust those digital renders. But at least my prediction was somewhat right. Yeah, it wasn't revealed, but at least they acknowledged that it's going to be revealed later on down the line, and I'm excited to see those. And just to correct myself earlier, I did say it was all comic reveals today, but there was animation too, and kicking things off was the VHS Spider-Man animated series pack of Morbius and Doctor Strange. And this one looks really, really good, man. I like the way the Doctor Strange cape came out. It's pretty much a repaint of the same one that came out, the Walmart exclusive like a few years ago. But he's got pinless legs, I believe. I don't think the last one had pinless legs. So this one is a little bit upgraded. Same, those same mystical effects that you'll get. And the head sculpt, I believe it's more, I don't want to say it's more animated series accurate, right? I don't think it does at all. Nope, it definitely doesn't match the animation nor the box art. So it just looks like it's the same head from the last one that's just repainted. Yeah, he doesn't have the two little bangs from his hair coming down. Yeah, if you're going to go for animation accuracy, Hasbro, at least get the head sculpt right. But Morbius at least has an accurate animated series head sculpt that came out looking really nice. He does have the Havoc blade jacketed arms. And I know, a lot of people are not fans of those arms because they don't come all the way down to the waist side. And he does have the more lun hands, because in the animation he couldn't bite people, so he had to suck their plasma. I hunger for plasma. Oh man, that Morbius cracked me up. So I figured those more lun hands would be reused for an animated Morbius. And I think he looks good, man. He's got new legs. They're pinless. I think the jacket is reused from the X-Men 97 Gambit. I think the upper torso is new too. So yeah, he came out looking really good. Alternate hands, he's got fists, but accessories are on the weak side on this pack. I mean, at least give Morbius an alternate head, you know what I mean? That would have helped. But other than that, pre-orders will be coming soon on Hasbro Pulse. We just gotta, keep an eye out for when those dates are revealed. But at least this pack is coming up. We get the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Retro Card Animated Series Prowler figure. And, at first glance, this figure looks good for the most part. He should have been on the Vulcan body, though, man. He's on the outdated Spider UK body. They gave him the Vulcan arms. As you can clearly see, he has that stupid forearm cut that they give on the Vulcan arms. Not even his wristbands could cover it. Yeah, Prowler needs to have the butterfly joints, so I like the deco to it. I like the mask. This deco would have looked so much better on the Vulcan body. The best thing about this is he comes with the Hobie Brown head. I really like that sculpt. So pre-orders will be coming soon. It's not yet announced, but it will be a Walmart exclusive to the US and Canada. We get more Spider-Man love, more Spider-Man retro carded love, and it is Carnage. And in my prediction videos, I did say that if they're going to make a Carnage on the retro card back, I want it to be on this sculpt right here from the Venom Pull Wave, because I love those sculpted tendrils on them. It just looks so good. I hope the stability on this is much better than the last time, because the last one was a little bit on the gummy side. I just hope it's a little more sturdier. I do wish they got rid of the toes. I hate toes on Carnage and Venom. I think I've mentioned this before, but I just can't stand toes on Venom and Carnage. I'd rather have the regular shoe-looking shaped feet. But this Carnage, man, it still looks so good. They said it was a classic head sculpt. This head sculpt doesn't look classic to me. It still looks more like a modern Carnage. If anything, the Venom Pool wave had a more classic looking Carnage head on that one than this one. I mean, it still looks good, you know, it's not terrible. At first I wasn't sure about it, but the more I look at it, I'm like, oh, on some angles it looks really, really menacing like Carnage. He's got the axe, the scythe, like that's what I want in a Carnage. So this one already beats the Venom Pool one. So damn, this goes pretty hard, man. The only thing missing is a new Cletus Cassidy head. I would have loved to have seen a new Cletus Cassidy head sculpt. That would have been nice. Pre-orders are coming at a later date, and it will be a Target exclusive. You guys know I love X-Men, and you know I love Spider-Man, and when I get X-Men and Spider-Man love at the same time, oh, my Marvel heart is full. And that's what we get here. We get Spider-Man and Wolverine in their respective Fantastic Four costumes, and this is one I've been wanting. I just love their costumes in this. So this will go with the Franklin and Valeria Richards 2-pack. I still haven't picked that 2-pack up. I'm just gonna wait for a deep discount on that and then I'll pick it up. But for sure, Spider-Man and Wolverine are must cops for me, and especially Spider-Man on the Amazing Fantasy body. I love that buck. I want them to add toe joints for that buck too. And Wolverine, he's on the pinned body for Wolverine, so this is not a pinless Wolverine like the X-Men 97. Not a big deal for me, but when you do a 2-pack and the other figure is pinless, just follow up with the other figure being pinless as well. That's not much to ask for, especially if you're charging $50 to $55 for this pack. No accessories are revealed, but Spider-Man will have alternate hands. Judging from the photos, he'll have his wall-crawling fists and thwipping hands. Hopefully Wolverine will have a set of hands with no claws. This was another one that has no pre-order date. It was just a reveal, so just got to keep an eye out. A couple of more multi-packs were revealed along with the Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, and Wolverine. And we get Baron Zemo, the classic Baron Zemo, the hooded Baron Zemo, and Arnim Zola as a 2-pack. This is nice, man. One, I wanted a classic Baron Zemo with the hood. That hood looks so menacing. I could already see it being a nice base custom for hooded Cobra Commander figures. And he comes with the alternate head that's disfigured. I just love that. You know, he's got his little pimp fur collar on, the pimp fur boots. Look at my man. He's just straight up pimping. He's got his he's got his gun, he's got his sword, alternate hands, 3 sets of hands. That's awesome. I like it. He's got the Red Skull base body, new skirt piece. So you get some new pieces added onto it. He looks like a good solid figure overall. I'm very excited for this one. And then Arnim Zola, which is a re-release of the BAF. Now, they did do a re-release of Arnim Zola, but it was a more modern one. This is a classic version, and this hasn't been seen since he was a BAF from back in 2012. So, yeah, this is a 12-year-old body here. And this body, it kind of works for Arnim Zola. I don't know if they needed to make an all-new sculpt for him. I mean, an all-new sculpt would have been nice. I just don't know how much better it could get. And they could update the arms. Those arms didn't get a lot of range, so they at least could have done new arms. But and maybe update the torso a little bit. I think they could have done the, whole belly rocker motion thing that they do instead of this hard waist swivel. He has that more classic face on his TV. He's got his accessory, the little remote control accessory. Alternate head that came with the last Arnim Zola figure. So yeah, if you missed out on the Arnim Zola BAF, because that was 12 years ago, I mean, this is a good opportunity to get that figure, and you know, you'll get an extra head along with it. Really no complaints here. Like I said, they could have just done a few minor tweaks to this Arnim Zola just to update him a little bit more. I know the body works, but again, improvements, that's what I want to see. Pre-orders will be available at a later date and will be an Amazon exclusive. The next multi-pack was one of my favorite reveals, and it is a S.H.I.E.L.D 3-pack with Nick Fury, Dum Dum Dugan, and Sharon Carter. Finally, we get an updated comic Sharon Carter in her white costume, and she's on the new Black Widow body, which makes me even more excited for this figure. I see that little, double diaphragm joint, that ab crunch right there at the waistline. So I'm excited for that. She looks good. She has the I believe it's the holster that came with Jelena Belova, or no, I think it's a new one. Yeah, it's a new belt because Jelena had the Widow logo sculpted on that belt. So, oh, man, this looks so good. She has a bit of a resting bitch face on her, though. Some heavy eyeshadows right there. It kind of makes her look evil. But, yeah, overall, man, it's a good figure and way better than the last Sharon Carter that came out in the Onslaught Build-A-Figure wave. That was just on the MCU Maria Hill body. That was just awful, man. You didn't get any mobility out of that body. But, yeah, Black Dude Nick Fury, man. I wanted that Nick Fury on a S.H.I.E.L.D body. The body, I think, is a Vulcan body, right? Yeah. He's got the butterfly joints, newly sculpted torso. As you can see, the zipper on the chest right there. Yeah, man, this is nice. New gloves too, I believe, or the wrist pieces, I should say. Sculpted boots for the S.H.I.E.L.D agents finally too. Dum Dum Dugan is also on a newer body. It's pinless. He has the wait, is that the Grim Reaper torso with butterfly joints? Am I seeing that right, or is that a new torso? I think that might be a new torso. Yeah, I need a better look at that, but yeah, Dum Dum Dugan looks good. And if you guys recall, back in those Marvel Legends dark days of the 2-packs, when they did the S.H.I.E.L.D Army Builder packs, Dum Dum Dugan was an alternate head, or I believe he had his own dedicated packaging. So this is a much more updated head, and it looks better. I love his bowler hat. I think that's a new gun that comes with the silencer. Yo, if there's out of these three, the one I wouldn't mess with though is Sharon Carter, because look at her, man. She's got those black Air Force Ones, bro. you can't mess with anyone that has black Air Force Ones. I think those are the the Air Force Ones, the lows. Obviously they're not. I'm just joking and having a fun time here, but I'm excited for this pack, and Ranting did say that there's going to be more accessories to come in this pack and a few surprises, so I'm looking forward to seeing what those surprises may be. I'm hoping a Contessa Valentina head. You guys know I've been wanting an alternate head for that character for quite some time. I just want to put that on one of the female S.H.I.E.L.D bodies, so they give us some heads to go with those S.H.I.E.L.D bodies and alternate. I think this is going to be another good army builder pack. So we'll just have to wait and see what those accessories are. My S.H.I.E.L.D shelf is one of my favorite displays in my Marvel Legends collection, so I'm always happy to expand on that roster. This one is a fan channel exclusive, so it will be available on Hasbro Pulse, GameStop, Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store, places like that. No date announced for the pre-orders, so it's another one you just got to be on the lookout for. Alright, last one. We got to talk about this one because I'm so excited for this one. And it is the Marvel Legends Zabu Build-A-Figure series. And this assortment is a very mixed assortment. There's really no thematic theme here because it's half X-Men, half you got Avengers characters in there. You got Icarus, Eternals, Winter Guard with Red Widow. So it's one of those old school Toy Biz Build-A-Figure waves where it wasn't themed like an X-Men wave or Spider-Man wave. It was just a bunch of characters thrown in together. And that's how Toy Biz did a lot of their Marvel Legends wave. It was a few X-Men characters and then, some other, mixed characters from Avengers, Fantastic Four, and all that stuff. So This one surprised the hell out of me because we're just going to start off straight with the bat. Zabu. I mean, he looks absolutely incredible. And I always wondered from when they did the Comic-Con exclusive 3-pack back in 2008. The 3-pack was Shauna the She-Devil, Kazar, and Zabu, and of course that's outdated. I was wondering how they would release Zabu again, and I was thinking maybe they'll do that kind of multi-pack again and recreate it. And here he's a Bath, and I didn't expect this as a Bath too, because I heard rumblings of a Kazar rumored figure, and I'm just like, in a wave without Zabu, there's got to be Shauna the She-Devil or Shanna the She-Devil, however you want to pronounce it. I don't care. Like, Kazar. Some say Kazar. I say Kazar. Tomato. It doesn't matter to me. I just, Kazar is what I call him. So, yeah, I was just wondering how it would be released. And, yeah, I'm just surprised it's a Bath, and he looks so much better than that first one they came out with, because the first one looked so animated. Like, there was only like the fur was not even fur. It was just like it was just like little triangles sticking out. It was weird the way they sculpted it. It looked very cartoonish for real. But this one, they sculpted the fur. It looks like an animal, and man, like, articulated mandible. He's got over 30 points of articulation. Some people in the chat are like, "Oh, that's not a figure." I'm sorry, but if a figure has over 30 points of articulation, it's a figure. Just because it's a small Bath doesn't mean that it's not a Build-A-Figure. It's still a figure. It's not a freaking. It's not a puzzle. It's not a Build-A-Puzzle. It's a freaking figure. And again, he just looks so freaking cool, and I could see, not just Marvel Legends collectors. I could see people that collect like things like Mythic Legions or He-Man that would want to get this wave for the Build-A-Figure and just like sell the rest of the figures that they don't need. But yeah, this just looks awesome, and the way he scales next to the other figures, I mean, he's pretty big. He's bigger than I expected to be in a Bath. I want to say probably the same size as the last Zabu figure. Oh, like, this looks so good. I like the pictures I'm seeing here. Like, you can even have him posed on his hind legs standing up, and that just looks fierce, man. I really like that. I'm a sucker for Savage Land stuff. And speaking of Savage Land, let's just go to Kazar, and Kazar looks really, really good. Savage Land He-Man here, right? The last Kazar figure had bare feet. This one, they gave him the furry boots. But we get a lot of alternate hands here, and that makes me happy. You got fists, you got grabbing hands, you got open hands, you got his spear, his dagger. Like, he's loaded with accessories. I'm happy about this. I wish he had a sheath for his dagger. But I'm very, very excited for this Kazar. I think he's on the Vulcan body. It's a good build for him. It's just one gripe, man, and you know it, and I won't shut up about it until they fix it. And that's the damn Vulcan arm that has the forearm cut right there. Ryan, Dan, Dwight, if you guys are watching this, please give us some seamless forearms, because it doesn't make sense. You guys can't look at this and say, oh, that makes sense, giving him a glove cut for a totally plain fleshed out arm. Nah, man, that just kills the visual. But I like the furry boots, the furry loincloth, the head sculpt is great. Yeah, man, I cannot wait for Shauna the She-Devil. Next up is a character I'm not going to waste too much time here, because they already revealed her like, 3 times already? It's Red Widow. We just get a good look at the accessories she comes with. So, 2 gripping hands, a fist, and a 1 open hand. And then she comes with the, like this double-bladed bow staff. So it looks very, very good. But, yeah, overall, I still think this is a good-looking figure. I can't wait to add her to my Winter Guard team. Next up is Black Winter, which is a straight-up repaint from the Herald Thor. I mean, makes sense, and this will definitely go good with the HasLab Galactus. They did mention that he would have some translucent parts. I like that hair. That's crazy. I like that new smoke effect. I see that effect being useful for like Mr. Negative or Sunspot, characters like that. And I really like that deco, that black and the stone cold blue. It looks so good. Either people will pass on this. If you're a big Thor fan, you know, you're going to get it, especially if you want to build Zabu. I still think this is a pretty good figure though. Next up is Superior Iron Man, and I do like the sculpt to him, but something is not popping right. I think the white is too bland. I'm hoping it's like a pearlescent kind of white, like a nice pearly white to give it some pop. But again, it's a nice sculpt. I like the head sculpt for the Tony Stark head. That looks pretty freaking cool. He looks godlike. But no bath piece with this, so you don't have to get this figure to complete Zabu. You could just stick with the regular 6 figures. But this is one if you want to put with your Hall of Armor Iron Man collection, which is what I'm going to do. Then here's another one I heard that was rumored, and it's a Comic Eternals Icarus. I like this, man, and I love the Comic Eternals, so I'm hoping we get more Comic Eternal figures. You know, it's a crime that they had to do the movie ones before the comics. I get it, marketing purposes and stuff like that, but this is looking good. I love the Jack Kirby vibes here. It's a new torso. Like, I like the sculpt. I like that they sculpt the discs and the straps. It looks really good. The gloves. I want to say those legs are the Spider UK legs. Just, you know, pinless. It could be new legs. Sure, but the boots are new. Yeah, I mean, this is really nice. I like that he has alternate hands. I just wish he had an alternate head. Big missed opportunity, because if he had an alternate head with the I-beams coming out, that would have put this figure over the top. Alright, let's get back to the X-Men themed figures in this wave, since we already covered the other X-Men themed characters in Zabu and Kazar. And we're getting Cable in his glorious blue and yellow costume, man. This is the Cable I've been wanting. And damn, he just looks so freaking good. It's a new torso, I believe. It's a big upper body, which is kind of throwing me off here, because the legs do look on the smaller side. Like, I need to see how he really scales with the other figures. Like, I hope he's tall, you know, and yeah, that's the only thing I'm worried about. Yeah, the more I'm looking at it, the proportions are off on the lower body, which bums me out. It's a new metal arm, which looks good. The other arm has pins, so it's reused. But that metal arm looks really, really nice. Yeah, that one arm with the pins really kills the aesthetics for me, because if all the other joints are pinless, come on, man, make that pinless. Just make it pinless. I don't understand. But yeah, he's got, you know, 2 guns, alternate hands. He's got a fist, a gripping hand, and the 2 gun wielding hands. I really like that head sculpt a lot with the glowing eye. I think the head sculpt and the hair sculpt, it all came out looking nice. And for those that love to build their Marvel vs. Capcom roster, you definitely want to get this one to help bolster that shelf. This will go perfectly with that shelf. Again, I like the figure, but I gotta keep it real here. The proportions are off. They're bothering me a little bit, so hopefully in hand it'll be a little bit better. I just hope he stands tall. Gotta save my favorite one for last here, and it's Wolfsbane. Finally, man. Finally, we can complete that 90s X Factor team. And I was just saying in my predictions video a few days ago that because I really thought we were gonna get Rachel Gray Phoenix revealed. And I remember saying, like, I just couldn't picture Excalibur being completed before 90s X Factor and 90s X Force. Again, I love Excalibur, but I feel like, you know, X Force and X Factor should be more of a priority. And yeah, wow. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect this at all, and I'm happy, because then we just need Pharaoh, and look, we got the body for it. They didn't even use Tigra's body, which I believe she has, like, the sculpted fur on her elbows, and some on the shoulders, and some on the knees. No, they sculpted new limbs for this, and it's all fur, so that, and I'm happy about that. Like, they weren't lazy about it. I like seeing the effort here. We're definitely gonna get Pharaoh. with these limbs, and that just makes me so excited. She's just gonna have a tail, and oh man, oh yeah, this just gets me excited because I feel like, oh, we're gonna get Pharaoh either this year or next year. Either way, it's coming. But right now, I just want to focus on what's on hand, and we're getting Wolfsbane. Yeah, I remember when they did that Volpo back in PostCon of a character's head that was released with another figure that would, you know, get its own figure to be released. It was Lalandra, but I mean, they kind of threw us for a loop here because Wolfsbane was also a head that came with Danny Moonstar, I want to say. So yeah, some people speculated Lalandra, Wolfsbane, and hey, we get both of them. That's awesome. She looks good, man. I like that 90s X Factor costume. I wish she did have the double diaphragm joint. You know, the ab crunch would have been useful, especially for a character like this. Feline, agile character, so that would have been beneficial for her and Pharaoh. But, you know, the aesthetics here, they just look great. The aesthetics on the costume looks good, and the fur, all that, it's pinless. She just looks great. I like the head sculpt too. She's got her claw hands and she's got fists. She's gonna come with the main torso for Zabu. Yeah, this is gonna make a lot of us Marvel Legends collectors happy, and it's definitely gonna shut us up, you know, for now for Wolfsbane. But it won't shut us up about Pharaoh, because now that we know the body's made for her, we're all just gonna be like, okay, when, you know? So, yeah, this makes me so happy. Overall, I am very enthusiastic about this wave. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, I understand that. But to me, in my opinion, this is a W for a wave. The big ones for me are Zabu, Kazar, Wolfsbane, Cable, Red Widow, Icarus. Yeah, I love majority of the wave, and I'm okay with this variety. And looking back at the image where they have all the figures together on the display stand, now I see that Cable is looking a little bit tall, so I just want him to be tall. But he does look big. He does look like he has a good mass to him. Anyway, the wave does go up for pre-order on Thursday, February 22nd, 2024 at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I believe that's for Pulse Premium members first, then probably like 2 p.m. Eastern Time it's for everyone else. And yeah, I'm excited for this. Definitely gonna put my pre-orders in for all of them. Yeah, the only thing I would have fixed in this wave, if I had creative freedom running the line, I would have ditched either Black Winter or Superior Iron Man and put in Shauna the She-Devil. That way we can have Kazar, Zabu, and Shauna all in one wave. That makes the most sense. Because Iron Man and Thor repaints, we could get them anytime. So I wonder how they're going to release Shauna the She-Devil. Probably they're going to save her for like a Savage Land pack or something like that. Which does bring me to the end teaser. And they teased it off with this sort of dagger. And it does look Savage Land-esque, like, you know what I mean? Something that maybe a Shauna the She-Devil would hold. Or, you know, any of the Savage Land characters pretty much. I mean, I don't know if they would pack her in with like a Savage Land Rogue or Storm. Maybe they could do a Savage Land female pack like that. Or maybe this could be Sakaar, you know. Sakaar is probably due for a figure. I believe he's one of the figures that's rumored. It could be him. And another one that comes to mind, which I'm hoping for when I saw this, is a Spider-Man 2 PS5 Kraven. Because that would be amazing. That Kraven is huge, and I'm looking at this handle now, and I'm looking closely at it. I'm like, ooh, this handle looks really big. There's no way Shauna's hands are gonna be that big to hold that kind of handle. So I'm thinking like either a Sakaar or Spider-Man 2 PS5 Kraven, which I hope it's Spider-Man 2 PS5 Kraven. That game needs some figures made other than the Spider-Man and Miles Morales that we got last year in the line. So again, one of my predictions was Spider-Man 2 PS5 Venom. You know, that didn't happen. So hopefully we get a Spider-Man 2 PS5 character. And I'm hoping it's Kraven, man. Alright, so what did I get right in my predictions video? Absolutely nothing. Well, You know, I got some tidbits, you know, like Deadpool and Wolverine. Even though we didn't get a reveal, at least we got some confirmation that they are coming, so that counts somewhat. I know I did mention the retro Carnage coming into, even though it wasn't like one of my main predictions, I did mention about me wanting the retro carded Carnage to be on that Venom Pool body. But like I said in that video, if all my predictions came out wrong, but as long as we had a good showing, that's all I care about. And I don't mind being wrong as long as, you know, it's good. And I felt like we got a really good showing. And another thing, you know, obviously my big prediction was the HasLab teaser, right? And some people are just telling me like, oh no, it's too early. It's way too early for a HasLab teaser. Like, some of you guys didn't really pay attention to me in that video when I said their first ever live stream last year took place March 1st, okay? This was their first ever live stream of 2024. So last year it was super early to reveal a HasLab teaser trailer, but they did. So I was just going off a pattern, right? This being their first live stream of the year like they did last year, because I really thought their first live stream, they were going to wait till like the first week of March like they did last year. You know, it wasn't out of the realm of possibility. Remember, guys, I am a content creator. My job is to create discussion, create content for fun discussion like this. So it wasn't out of the realm of possibility. But you know what? I'm happy that we didn't get a HasLab teaser trailer today because it would have overshadowed all the good reveals today. So anyways, now I'm kicking it back to you. What was your favorite reveal? I want to know. I liked a lot of what we saw today, man. I definitely want the animated series Morbius. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the retro carded Carnage, those limb accessories. I don't think, you know, a lot of people are talking about them, but it's something we've always wanted with Carnage figures, and I feel like it should be talked more about because it's really nice, man. Some really nice sculpts on that. Definitely the Spider-Man Wolverine 2-pack for the Fantastic Four. I love those Fantastic Four costumes. Man, just a lot. The Zemo Zola 2-pack, the S.H.I.E.L.D 3-pack, that entire Zabu wave. I'm pretty much excited for everything that was shown here. I mean, my least favorite reveal was that Doctor Strange because it wasn't really animated series accurate. And then Superior Iron Man. Those are like probably the only like downer reveals. Anyway, let me know what was your favorite reveals. What was your number one favorite reveal? I know my number one favorite reveal was Wolfsbane. Completing the 90s X Factor. Definitely my jam. And let me know what you thought of today's reveals. And, you know, my on-reveal rating, I'm going high. I'm going either between an 8.5 or between 8.5 to 9 out of 10. I'm really that excited for these, man. I know not every figure is everyone's cup of tea, but I'm just letting you know where I'm coming from because I'm a huge Marvel fan. I love all things Marvel, and I know not everyone is all things Marvel like me. I know these characters in and out. So there's so many characters I want Marvel Legends form, and I'm seeing a lot of them here, and I'm excited for it, man. And that's just me. But like this video, I told you what I liked and also what I didn't like. So let me know what you liked and also what you didn't like. I love the engagement, so comment below. Let me know. We'll chat about it. Thank you for watching another Marvel Legends fan stream recap video. Please follow me on Instagram if you haven't already at xmanny87. Hit the notification bell so you always know when my latest videos are up. Share and subscribe if you're new. See you on the next video. Peace, peace.